All right, I am back. Do you remember my name? My name is Yogita Ahuja, the storyteller. Yes. And do you remember my song? Okay, if you remember that, let's sing together. And for all the children who have just joined us, let us teach you our story song, which is घुंगर वाले चुन्नू के पापा किस्सों का कहानियों का गीतों का छाबा घुंगर वाले चुन्नू के पापा किस्सों का कहानियों का गीतों का छाबा लेके आई 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 योगिता. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Yogita Ahuja, your storyteller for the day. Yes, and I shall bring you a world of stories. We had a little story called Mabella the Clever for the younger ones. Now I have a very special story all the way from Haiti. Have you ever heard of Haiti? Haiti is a small country. Is it an African country? Is it near France? I want you all to go find out about Haiti today, just in case you don't know about Haiti. Haiti again was a slave country for very many years. It is still a poor country where, and at that point of time where the story is set in, Haiti was a really poor country. People used to live in small villages, and it is actually a folk tale. So, people used to live in villages and they did not have all the modern means of cooking and living just the way all of us have. And this story is called I Am Tipingee, which is retold by Diane Wolkstein. That is from her book, The Magic Orange Tree. If you like the story, you can pick up the book because there are more stories from Haiti out there. Okay? All right. So, before we start, let me give you the refrain that I will laugh if you actually sing along with me sitting in your houses. Okay? The refrain is I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. Yes, do you get that? And then we can go faster, we can go slower, all right? Now, once upon a time, long, long ago, before you and I were born, there lived a little girl, a small girl by the name Tipingee. Now, Tipingee's daddy and mommy had passed long time ago, and Tipingee used to live with her stepmother. Now, just like you would have read in a lot of stories, that the stepmothers sometimes are mean to their stepdaughters or stepchildren. In this story also, the stepmother was quite mean to the stepdaughter. But not all stepmothers are like that. But this particular stepmother really didn't like her stepdaughter Tipingee. So Tipingee used to mostly do all the household stuff, and the only time she used to get to enjoy was when she would be in school with her friends. Now one day, when Tipingee was in school, the stepmother was actually cooking soup on that wood-fired oven, which is, they make it through wood, right? So she was cooking the soup, and suddenly she realized that the fire went off. And immediately she said, Tipingee, go get me some wood. There was no answer. Tipingee, go get me some wood. There was still no answer. And then, she realized that the Tipingee was in school. Oh my God, this girl is in school and I need to finish making the soup. So what do? I need to go into the forest and go get the wood myself. So much to do. But never mind. I am hungry, so I better go get the wood myself. So with saying that, she ventures into the forest to collect firewood. Now she goes deep into the forest, and suddenly she sees this firewood all around her, and she was so greedy. She picked up firewood from here, left, right, center, here, there, everywhere, and she made a big pile of firewood. Now, when she bent down to pick it up, ah, 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 and one more time, she wasn't able to move the pile of the firewood. And then she spoke her mind aloud. Who is going to help me carry this firewood back to my house? And as if somebody was listening to her, God Himself was listening to her, suddenly a man appeared and he said, Lady, I can pick this firewood for you, but you need to give me something in return as a reward. And she said, all right, I'll figure out something to give you. He said, is it a promise? Yeah, it's a promise. I shall give you something. And the man picked up the firewood pile with one hand as if it was nothing, no weight at all. And he carried it and put it down when they went to her house. Now, as soon as he put it down, he told the lady, Lady, my reward, where is it? She said, you see, I am so old and so poor. What can I give you? And the man said, no. You asked me to do something. I did that for you. Now you better live up to your promise and give me the reward that you promised me. She said, okay, let me think. All right. Okay. Right now, I have a stepdaughter who is in school right now. Tomorrow, you go to the well near her school, call out her name, which is Tipingee, and when she comes to you, just take her around as your maidservant. Would that be a gift enough for you? And he said, yeah, that's fine. It's absolutely fine. So he said, tomorrow at 12, near the well, which is near the school? And she said, yes, absolutely. Now, this man went, but both of them did not know that Tipingee was already back home from the back door. And she listened to all of this conversation. Now, if you were in her place, what would you do? Would you feel scared? Would you feel sad? Would you feel something else? I don't know. Maybe you should ask yourself, what would you feel if you were in Tipingee's place? But what I can tell you is what Tipingee felt. She did not feel scared. She did feel sad. But Tipingee was an intelligent girl. She was little, but she was intelligent. So you know what she did? She slowly moved out of the house from the back door itself, and she went to her best friend's place. Her name was Tiara. And she told Tiara, would you do something for me? And Tiara said, yes, what? You know what? My stepmother has asked a man to take me along with her as her maidservant, and she is going to make me wear a black dress tomorrow so that the guy can come and take me along. Would you please wear a black dress for me? And Tiara said, of course, why not? Yes, I will. And once Tiara said yes, she went to another friend. Her name was Olivia. Olivia said yes to wearing a black dress too. And then she went to another friend, and all her friends agreed to wear a black dress. Next day, at 12 o'clock, the man came near the well, and the school just got over and all the girls were coming out. He saw one little girl in black. He saw the second little girl in black, the third girl in black, and fourth in black, and he got a little confused. And then he raised his volume and he asked, who is Tipingee? And then a little girl came forward and she said, oh, I am Tipingee. And then the other one said, no, she's Tipingee. And then the third one said, no, but we are all Tipingee. And the man said, who is Tipingee? I'm Tipingee. She's Tipingee. We are Tipingee too. I'm Tipingee. She's Tipingee. We are Tipingee too. And they all held their hands together, hopped and skipped and sang together, which is, I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. 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 And the man went back in a lot of anger to the old woman's house and he said, Lady, I went to looking for Tipingee, but I didn't find Tipingee at all. What are you doing me? Are you trying to trick me? And the lady said, No, 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 I don't know what happened. Okay, do something. Go tomorrow at the same time near the well. When the school bell rings, the girls come out. Call out Tipingee because she is the only one who's going to be wearing a red dress tomorrow. I am going to make her wear a red dress, call out her name, and just take her along. She's no good in any case for me. Right. Now Tipingee had listened to this conversation as well. So she quietly went out of the house, went to Tiara's house, and asked her to wear a red dress next day. Tiara said, Of course, yes, I can wear a red dress. And she went to Olivia's house and to another friend's house and another friend's house. Red dress, red dress, red dress, red dress, red dress. And everybody agreed to wear a red dress. I'm sure if you were in others' place, you would wear a red dress too for Tipingee, right? So everybody agreed to wear a red dress. Next day, sharp at 12, the school bell rings, ting ting, and the school gates open and girls come out after school. The man is waiting and he says, Who is Tipingee? The first girl steps forward who's wearing a red dress and she says, Oh, I'm Tipingee. The other one says, She's Tipingee. The third one says, Oh, we are Tipingee too. I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. The man says, Don't bother me so much. Tell me, who is Tipingee? And all the girls hold hands with each other and they jump around and they sing. I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. And the man by now is so agitated, so upset, he straight away rushes to the old lady's house and says that, What have I done to deserve this? I only helped you and all you're giving me is troubles? Lady, I did not find Tipingee again. There were so many girls in red dress and the lady is confused. Okay, just give me one more chance. He said, No, no, no. I am instead going to take you away as my maidservant. I don't want Tipingee. She says, No, just one time. Just listen to me. She has only 2 dresses. So tomorrow again, I am going to make her wear a black dress. I am also going to make her wear a black hat, black socks, black shoes. So you will be able to identify Tipingee from a distance. Just call out her name, take her away. Please take her away. And the man said, This is the last time I'm trusting you. Otherwise, I will come and grab you tomorrow as my maidservant. The lady said, Yes, yes, please go. Now, Tipingee again had listened to all of this conversation. And guess what happened? Yes, you're absolutely right. She went back to her friends Tiara, Olivia, Jane, Osna, everybody. And she said, Black dress, please. Black dress, please. Black dress, please. Black dress, please. And do you think her friends would have helped her the third time around? If you were her friend, what would you do? Yes, so sweet of you. I'm sure you would have helped her round this time as well. So like all of you there, all of her friends actually wore the black dress next day. In fact, they also wore black shoes, black socks, black hat. Now, 12 o'clock, near the well, the man arrives and the bell rings, ting ting, and the school gates open. There's a sea of girls in black dresses with black hats and black socks and black shoes coming around, holding their hands. And the man looks at all of them, gets so confused and says, Who is Tipingee? The first girl comes forward and says, Oh, I'm Tipingee. The second one says, Oh, she's Tipingee. The third one says, Oh, we are Tipingee too. He says, Who is Tipingee? Don't play games with me. I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we're Tipingee too. I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. And with that, they held their hands together, jumped and skipped and sang together. I am Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. I am Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. I am Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. And now the man finally understood that he will never be able to find Tipingee. So, in that rush of madness and anger together, he goes back to the lady's house, grabs her by her hand, and takes her away as the maidservant. And when Tipingee comes back home, she has her whole house, which was her daddy's house, to herself, and she lived in that house with all her father and mother's belongings happily. And with the help of her friends and their families, everybody made sure that Tipingee was never troubled ever again, and she lived happily till she grew up and became a confident, educated young lady who was ready to go out into the world and decide for herself what does she want to do next. Yeah, so that is the end of Tipingee's story, which is I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. Do you want to sing along with me? I'm Tipingee, she's Tipingee, we are Tipingee too. Wonderful. So that story is my little gift to all of you. You know, we're all fighting these tough times, but if we all come together and do something to help each other, our families, our neighbors, our community, by one little action, the least that we can do is to stay inside our houses and be safe. If we are safe, we keep others safe. So take care, stay safe, God bless you all, and happy story! घुंघरू वाले चेनों वाले चुन्नू के पापा, किस्सों का कहानियों का गीतों का छाबा लेके आई 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 योगिता. Yes, boys and girls, and little ones and young ones, I am Yogita Ahuja, a storyteller, now signing off. Bye bye. Take care.